Hello, this is Christina from Cris, Lana Crafts, and I'm here today to share with you a project that I've been working on lately. It's a prayer journal, which was commissioned by an Instagram friend, and as it was for a lady, I was able to use a lot of embellishments such as Indian sari trims, brocade, different fabrics, silk, charms, etc., wax seals, and all. So I'm gonna open the closure, which is silk, and I have a cross there with a red bulb pin, which is so pretty. This is an envelope that I made for her. It was hand-dyed and it's got equal prints. I used a gold wax seal there, and the idea is for her to write whatever she wants, like her name, the purpose of the book, whatever. The image on top there is from Heather, Ruby and Pearl, and the fabric is boho tree. This is another envelope which was, I'm showing some rust imprints there. It was equal dyed and equal printed. The envelope, it has the letter to the owner inside. The journal itself is an open spine journal, which I've been loving to make lately, and following a tutorial by Heather from Ruby and Pearl. This image is from Sample Designs, and the beautiful image from the Good Shepherd is from Heather, Ruby and Pearl. I used a wax seal there with C for Christ, and it's a pocket where she can keep whatever she wants. On this other page there is this image from the Blessed Mother and for Mary, because Mary is the name of the owner, and it's a lovely coincidence because of Mary, Jesus' mother, the mother of Jesus. This is a church that I made because when Mary commissioned the journal, she said she had loved the little church that I made in the other journal, for the other journal. So I made her one, but more feminine, with vellum stained glass, some lace, etc. This image is again from Heather, Ruby and Pearl. I layered it on top of embossed paper, and I used the trim from boho tree. This is a prayer to Saint Raphael printed on vellum, and it's my mother's handwriting. She wrote that for me years and years ago, probably about 30 years ago, I imagine. This is a collage that I made using paper from Sample Designs, embossed paper, wax seal, and on the other side is the other page is Heather's Ruby and Pearl paper. Oh, this how shall I say, this piece was made from Braille paper that I gessoed, and then I painted with metallic brown paint, and I layered the Blessed Mother on top. That's an image from Heather, Ruby and Pearl. This paper with the flower I made and printed on vellum. This flip out or tip in is from St. Paul, an image from St. Paul. The paper in the background is hand dyed. I can't remember if it was avocado or beetroot. The envelope is embossed, and inside I loaded it with a few bits. These vintage labels, some sentiments for her to put whatever she she likes, if she wants to use them. This is a card from Sample Designs, and the other image is also from Sample Designs. It's a beautiful image. As we turn the page, it's another of Sample Designs cards, which I think it's beautiful. And I made the paper in the background with the angel, so that the angel would be holding the card. And I used a wax seal with a dried flower. This page I shared before on Instagram. It's a card from St. Paul's again, which I layered on top of a beans dyed paper, and I used a trim from boho tree. The vellum paper I made myself with some dried flowers that I picked the other day when we went to the mountains. They are cherry blossoms. I made this postcard out of some images. One image from St. Paul and the other one is Graphics Fairy. And the Blessed Mother that you saw previously is from Ruby and Pearl, and the trim from boho tree. Here again I made a flip out with some silk, and I used a trim from boho tree at the top, an angel, and the little village that Mary saw in the other journal and said she'd like one as well. This is a tuck spot and a pocket. Okay, this is an image from St. Paul Designs, and the flower pattern, I'm not sure whether it's from a fabric or a wallpaper, is from Heather. This one here, the Our Lady, is from Ruby and Pearl, and the flower one is from St. Paul's. Gorgeous image. I just layered some brocade silk that I have, and I think that the shades were perfect. This paper was eco dyed and eco printed, and the opposite page I made a little collage with an image from St. Paul's Designs, and I used the image of Notre Dame de Paris in vellum to make a pocket. So now I'm just showing you, with Our Lady behind it to show the transparency. It's a pocket for Mary to put whatever she wants. I stenciled roses on both sides, and this page I made using a card showing the coronation of the Blessed Mother, and I put this text there which says Mary. It's a poem, if I'm not mistaken, and a trim from boho tree. A little tag, and this image I made a frame for an image from Ruby and Pearl. Use some gold around it. Inside here there is a flip out and then a tip in. I think you saw it, and there you can see this gorgeous gold trim that goes perfectly, I think, with the paper, because the paper has the same sort of gold shade. This is a souvenir from baptism, unused one, not used, right? This is a flip out with another trim, a red one, very beautiful. I'm showing it there. And this is something quite different that I made. It's like a photo frame, but rather than being loaded by the side or the top, it's loaded from the middle, and I put these flowers there so that it would be like a tuck spot. It's embossed and it's got some shimmer as well. This is a stained window that I made with vellum, made into a pocket. And the card is from Senpool, fabric boho tree. This is the paper that I made with the dried flowers. There I used the bread to put together a card with a piece of paper for more writing space, and this lace from boho tree. I'm having a little hard time there. Another card by Senpool. All the sayings are very beautiful and inspiring. I really hope that Mary will like them. This is one of my favorite things in this journal. There are quite a few actually, but I think this is so beautiful. The paper used is from Ruby and Pearl. Then I made this vellum pocket, and I used the textile, this sari piece from boho tree, and I think it's just so gorgeous. On the other side, it's a vellum pocket with just some writing paper, and I put on top this card from St. Anthony carrying Jesus with some silk, very simple, and it's clipped on. On this page we have an antique postcard that shows Marseille, Basilique in Marseille. This I bought from Post and Poem Vintage. Excuse me. This is a tuck. I shared it before as a tuck tag, but I think it actually looks more like a tuck card. I followed Heather from Rose Hill Paper tutorial, but I didn't make it exactly into a tag. This is a vintage writing paper from ring binder that I eco-dyed. The vellum paper I made into a pocket. This is another of the tags or cards that I made following Rose Hill Paper's tutorial. This one you can write at the back. You can use it as a tuck spot, and there is also a little slot. I mean, it works as a pocket as well. This is a souvenir from a First Communion. It's blank, unused. The paper in the background is from Heather, Ruby and Pearl, so beautiful. This is a belly band I made just by layering some paper with this beautiful trim. And on the other side here there is this image of the Blessed Mother with some silk. I made, I hand stitched, very basic because I'm not, you know, very skillful. And there it's an image of a saint. And this is a bookmark that I made. I saw this with Mrs. Cog from Mrs. Cog's Crafts. And it's a piece of silk with this bulldog clip. And you can unclip it and clip in whatever page of the journal that you want to mark that page. Or, as you see now, you can keep it at the back of the journal, on the back cover, clip to the back cover, and then from there you can still mark any page in the journal that you'd like to mark, as I'll show in a minute. There. You see? You don't have to move it around, but you can if you want to, especially if you want to mark 2 pages, for example. You can clip it onto one and then bring the silk to the other page you'd like to mark. So this is basically it. I really hope you enjoyed watching the video. I also hope that Mary will love her journal. I do. I love it so much, and I really hope that she will love it too. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. And see you next time. Bye bye.